Today we're going to have the student mode and the collaborator mode. So we have like just the topics that are already recorded and the topics that we can vote and contribute. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, what are we going to do here? Like I want to have different modes here. I want to have the student mode and also the collaborator mode. Then when I am in the student mode, I am not going to see like this group for now because I don't have any content. But I'm going to see this because I have a content here. There is a link to a package. Okay, so that's the idea to have like two modes. I think probably here in the top. But first I want to also change this logo. I already put our logo file here in our small logo. Yep. Then I'm going to put it there. I think it's here. Yeah, that's the placeholder. Then I just put in the public folder. So Meteor is going to publish this image for me. Let's see how it looks. I think it's a little bit large, wider than it should. If you compare here, let me reduce the width by 1. Yeah, I think now it's the same width there, the same proportion, you know. Okay, so that's it, but we need to change the way that we present this. I'm not going to change this to Tailwind now. We are going to do this later because it will be easier for us to display groups and topics and content in different ways if you are in the learning mode or in the collaborator mode. I need to decide the name because sometimes I say learn mode, sometimes I say student mode. It's better to focus, I think, student, right? You are a student, we are a collaborator, or you are in the learn mode or you're in the contribute mode. I'm not sure yet, but let's see. I think we probably have a home page here, and then you have, we have a groups. Then we need to provide some variable here to have like a mode. I like to use like enums a lot. I don't know if I already use enums here. I don't think so. I'm going to put in the infra because it's not exactly a feature. Then I'm going to create a folder that's called mode, a file that's called mode. And you can create enums using a library that's called enumify that try to replicate what Java has for enum. That's the only feature that I miss from Java, is the power of enums in Java. Then I have this library that's pretty cool. But in this case, it's going to be a very simple one. Then I can do like basically the same with just a static object here, like it's mode. I'm going to put learning mode and collaborate mode, like two verbs. I think it's better, right? Then we can have like a label or the value. Like I can have the label like learn, and the value will be the benefit of using like the library that they provide like a name that is this text already, but you can do like the same here. Then you can use this name to save the database if you need this kind of stuff. In Java, this is very common, and it's very good to use enumerators because it's a lot easier to identify when an object has a specific domain. We're going to have videos just about enumerator. And that's why I want to do this learning collaborator mode, because I'm still not recording the videos from the topics here, and that's taking a long time, but it's because it's very confusing, the UI. Then with this feature that we're going to implement today, I think it's going to be a lot better because you're just going to see what you have content to learn. I think that was the reason that it was blocking me, because I was confusing how to do it. Then by default, the home page is going to be like using groups in the learn mode. Okay, I can use the name, or I can provide the full object. I think here I'm going to use the full object. Okay, and then when I go to my group, I can provide a parameter here that will be mode, and here I'm going to use mode.name. I don't want to send the full object because I can retrieve the object again in the server. Mode name, maybe should call mode name. Okay, then we have this method here. Remember that we inject the language in the method call. So I'm going to open the method here. Then I also receive the mode name. Okay, if the mode name is learning, I just want to get the groups that I have content there, that I have topics with content, right? I didn't think about this before I start recording this, then I need to think a little bit. Like, because I don't have any filter here now, let's see the database, what you have there. Because I know we have some counts, but I don't think we have a count from, and this is a different database, but I don't think we have a count from the content to the group. I think we have like the topics and in the groups and the content in the topics, but we should have like maybe all the way up, so it's easier for us to filter. But let's double check it. How to create an app. I don't think I have a content count here. Can you see? I just have a topics count, but I think we have something like a countable. Let's see. No, this is just an index. I think we have something to count, don't we? Let's see where this is coming from. Yes, we have this countable. Then when I receive like topics count, let me see what I do in the content collection. Yeah, but this case is a little bit harder, right? Because I want to jump to the other level, but maybe I can do this in the topics when I receive the update for the counts. Update. I know all. What is the external ID here? Oh, I did this a long time ago. I don't remember. Okay, I'm going to get the topics count from the group ID to the group ID. Oh, that's confusing. And then I'm going to update this counting parent. Okay, if I have counting parent, it's going to call this. I think I need to have another level now, because now I have the external ID here. Let me return here. Okay, I have the groups collection and I have these topics here, but I don't have the content count here. Then I would need to get like all the topics that I have content. I think that's probably too much. Let me see how I save the content, because maybe you can just skip around it. Content dot it's save. Yeah, save. I don't think we have an implementation for save because we are just using this, right? We can also just update the top somewhere. Because for the learner mode, I just want to get to the groups where I have contents. But I don't think we need to do it, because that's not a generic code. It's a very specific code. Let me see if I can provide. I could provide something for the save here, like after save. And maybe that's a good option to add here. Because like the persistable for now just receives a collection, but it could have like something like this, where I could receive more options. And I could add like after save here. We also have another way to do it. I don't know if we implemented it here. Let me check. We have the hooks from Mixture for a package. Hooks. I don't think we install here, but I think it's better to do with this. Let me show you. Like quav dev/collections. Then we learn a new way to use collections. Like you can use hooks, and then I can just collection helpers. Yeah, this one. I don't think we installed this one. Let me double check it. Yeah, we didn't. Let's install this one, because that's going to create a cleaner code for us. Mixture add. And with this, I think I have an example here. Let's see. Oh, here. It's up the apply function. Yeah. Then you can have this after whatever. And then after I have a content collection. Then I can have apply here. Oh, I already have apply here to create the index. So I need to extend this apply. Okay, I can just call this apply here. Can you see that I'm already using this apply call? But I could do like, okay, if you want to apply, I can also call you, and you can apply this logic from here, this apply function, and I don't need to put here anymore. Otherwise, I was going to override my apply function here. Then I'm going to call this apply to force the index. Okay, and I'm also going to have after insert. We don't have remove right now, then it's just like the insert. So after the insert, let's see if I have the example here. I don't have the full example here, so I need to check the package because I don't remember what objects I do receive. Let's do this. I just want to see like after insert. Yeah, after insert, I receive the user ID and the document. That's what I need to know. Okay. I don't think we need this option. And now we can use this. So if I have my document here, my document is going to have a topic ID. Then I need to get like topic ID from my doc. And then I also can get my group ID from my topic that I'm going to call topics collection dot find one topic ID. So I can finalize this with group collection that update. I can also find my group first, then I can have let me open my groups. Do we have a schema where you are defining? Yeah, we do have. Then I'm going to have my contents count as well. Okay, it starts with 0, and we're going to get it here, contents count, and I'm just going to update. I could use the inc operator, but I'm going to just use update here. I also need the ID, right, to know what group I want to update. So I get my group. I can also do this to avoid getting fields that I'm not going to use. Usually I do this if I'm going to use a very specific property, but it's important to get the property right away. Otherwise, maybe you can, like if I get like topic here, maybe somebody else is going to change my code later and try to use like some fields that are not available here. So I prefer when I select the fields to get the fields so people will have a better chance. Remember, when you write code for the others and not for yourself. Okay, then I have my previous count, and then I can just set this plus 1 in the same field. Okay, we also have this operator here, inc, where you can just provide the field. I believe I never use inc. We can use here, so we can, but I think it's just inc and the operator and the field name. Yeah, inc, because I think you can. We don't need to provide one. We need to provide one, or maybe we need to provide. Yeah, I think we need to provide like one inc by one. So if we're going to do this, we don't need to do this find one because we already have the group here. Yeah, let's use with inc this time. I know that's not 100% safe because maybe you can have like this out of sync later, but you could fix this. You could have a job to make sure everything has the right value. But like right now, we have this contents count here, and we could, like this is a new field. So I added default value, but I already have values in the database, so I'm going to update all. To update all, we need to have like multi true here to affect multiple records. Contents count 1, 0, right? Mood's not supported. Oh, this is wrong. But I don't think that was the issue. Why mood's not supported? Oh, that's okay. The wrong part was this one. Okay. So we have our groups and have our content counts. We know that for mobile, we already have one there. Yeah, we can also clean the database, right? Let me find where you groups collection.save. We have all this code here. Then we can just clean the database. I don't remember if I have a remove. Yeah, I think I have remove all. There is a remove all tool here. Maybe it's better. Yeah. I'm just going to clean this database here. And then we're going to run again. And it should update the count, the new count as expected. I don't know if this code is too confusing, but what this is doing, like after every insert that we have in this collection, we're going to run this code. That's the idea here. It's going to happen behind the scenes. Like this package is going to call this function for us. This package that I just added here. Let me show you the package name. This is the, well, what is the package? I didn't add the package. I think I did. Oh, no such pack. Oh, I did meter add twice. Sorry. Yeah, that's going to produce an error because this after is not defined. So let's stop this because the package was not there. The package is going to define these hooks. Now we have the package. Yeah, but now it's correct. You can see the package here. Okay, so meter is going to start up and it's going to add the data here. Let's refresh. Yeah, everything is clean. I don't remember if you have logs here, but it's going to load the data for us. We don't have any logs. No. Groups.save is not a function. That's funny. We have oh, okay. I changed this because I was going to do this change, but I gave up because I was going to create the hooks, but you have a package for hook. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's clean up everything again, just to be sure. And let's start again. We don't have any logs here. I'll just have a log time here. Oh, and we also have this log. So let's see how long it's taking. Server startup. Okay. Let's refresh. Yeah, we're adding groups, it seems. Yep. We are also adding topics. And in the end, you're going to add contents. And then you, yep. So if you don't have any error, and we don't, in the groups that's called, I think it's mobile. Yeah, it's 1. Then I just inserted 1 and then I got this group here. So with this information at hand, we can go back finally to our group here. And then we can decide, maybe we can have like a filter by mode, because that's the benefit of an enumerator. Like we could have a way to do like this, just this, like mode name, and then like filter. Because we can have this filter here. So I could spread this filter. Let's import our mode. And so I can create like filter. Like the filter for collaborate can be empty, at least for now. And this one needs to be contents. Oh my God. contents count greater than 0. It's missing a comma here. So that's probably going to work. Then we are going to have the topics, and the same filter we could apply to topics content. But let's go one by one, right? App is crashing. Oh, I think that was the old crash, the first one. Okay. So our layout is terrible. We know that, but we have just the mobile here. But the topics count now is a little bit weird because we don't have content here. So we need to also update the topics. So let's go to topic methods. And we are also going to receive our mode here, mode name. Of course, I need to send this. So mode name, and we can do the same here. We have two. Let's just extract this for a group filter. So we can have it. And this should be const. And I'm also going to add the same exactly code here. I'm just going to get my mode filter. But I will need to provide the mode name. Let's see where we call this method. And that's here. Then we should have a mode name, mode.name. Then we also need to have our mode here. And so let's see here in the profile, we should have the collaborate mode here because we can have like both. Then I'm going to use collaborate. I don't know if that's the best choice here, choose collaborate. But let's see, I think collaborate is good here. And in the other use case that we have is the topics page. The topics page will depend because if the user is using in one mode in the other, we need to know. Then let's see how this happens. Okay, it's the group, and then we have the group slug or not. Maybe should have added the mode here. I didn't think about it, but I think it would be a good idea to have like the mode here. So we could have like our mode slug. That's not going to be optional. I think it's going to be required. So I always know in which mode I am. Mode slug. And then the same way that I define the group slug, I need to also, yeah, that's the group slug. Go to topics and go to here. I also need to get my mode slug. Mode slug. My mode slug can be the same as my name, so it's easier. Okay. And now I need to also build my URLs to this place. Here's collaborate, that's okay. Oh, but it's called mode name, right? This one's called mode slug. I think I should call mode name here because the slug is not important in this case. Yeah, then I can get from here and I can provide mode name. Okay, then in this other one, I can change to mode name. I should use mode name everywhere because I was using mode whatever here, but I will change to mode name as well. So we have the same property everywhere, and it's easier even to declare here. But it's still missing because when I build the URL, I am not using this. I need to use it. Then when I build the group URL, here I also need to provide, this is the card to click. Then I also need to provide what is my mode name. Then again, the mode name is not here, but it's going to be probably somewhere here. Yes, mode name. So mode name, then the mode name is going to come from the first context that we're going to change later, and it's going to come everywhere here. We could use context from React, so you can skip this passing property here, but so far I think it's good enough. Okay, the URL now has a different format. When I click here, I should see the mode, and it's still to be correct, but maybe our method is not correct. Okay, mode names here. Mode filter. Okay, let's see. Let's put some logs here to see what's happening. Maybe we're getting an error. Yeah, we're getting an error. Group filter is not iterable. Group filter is this or this. Okay, it's missing our filter. Let me double check what is the signature here. It's selection and options. Okay, so we need to have this. You see my mistake? I was not opening like this option here, this object. Let's refresh. Yep, we have one. And now if I go to collaborate mode, I have everything. The same I'm going to do here. Now let's go to our header where I have this home. And you could have like maybe should have a learn as well. And you could have learn and collaborate. We could use the label from the mode if you want to be like more everywhere will be exactly the same. Let's just change this. Then it's going to just collaborate here. And then we need to create these new route paths. Learn, collaborate. Learn is actually going to be the home page. So maybe you don't need to have this, but this we want to have collaborate. Yeah, maybe we should remove this. Okay, but now that I have this path, I need to have this on my routes. And you have this component here that's called home. Maybe later you should call something else, but for now we can also provide the mode name here. Mode name, and then I can use the mode name here. Mode name. And now I can provide the learn when we are in the home page. And also the mode name here, mode collaborate name. And then I change here to collaborate, and that should be enough for us to have a collaborate link here. Let's see. Yeah, we have a collaborate here. So we go to collaborate, home, collaborate, nothing is happening. Exact path, collaborate. Oh, it's not an exact path, maybe? Sure. What's going on? Let's see if this is re-rendering. Maybe that's not re-rendering. Let's open the logs. Oh, not in this huge mobile view. Let me change this. Collaborate, home, collaborate, home. Why this is not going forward? Let's see. Then it's going to here, it's going to the mode name and the group calls. It should be, maybe our filter is wrong. Let's see here, groups, mode name. Let's double check whatever we are getting here in the server now. Collaborate. It seems like the component's not re-rendering, even when the props are different. That's weird. It seems like the problem is in this component. Oh, that's not weird. That's correct. We are not providing mode name as a dependency here, so it's not affecting the use effect. You see, it's a nice way to understand use effect. Okay, let's see now. Yep, now it's working. The use effect like this, it's just going to call one time. As you're using the same React tree, we have the app, we have the home, and we have the groups. React can identify that's the same component and it's not create a new component. So use effect is not called again. So that was the issue. Okay, let's go to desktop mode. That's it. Now we can have like a learn mode, and that's like this. And we also have a collaborate mode. That's like this. I think this is really nice. I don't know if you should like hide the options, but we are going to rewrite these options with Tailwind cards in probably the next video. Then we are going to have like a better UI for all these pages. But now it's nice that you can just learn. And I think I finally can try to record like the topics, because now it's very easy to find the topics. And if you want to collaborate, you can go here and you can vote, and you need to sign up and whatever. We also need to make this page. But that's it. Thank you. And comment below if that is a nice idea, like learn and collaborate mode. And finally, like what do you want first? Now you have this collaborate mode where you can vote. And that's the idea. If you're new here, like we are building this platform so you can help me with priority, like what I should learn first. Like, you have a lot of things to record. I am probably going to start by functional programming. I don't remember where I put it. I think probably here. Yeah, functions, classes, functional, filter. I think I'm going to start around here. And that's why I need to create this learn mode. Otherwise, like the collaborate mode, it will be in this mess. Then in the learn mode, it's going to be just like functioning, and then functional programming, and then the mapping. That's my idea. But if you have a different idea, please comment below, and maybe I can change the priority, because I want the votes to guide these priorities. Okay? See you in the next video. Bye.